Hey everybody, this is King, and I'm in my creative world right now. I figure it's about time to show you guys around, because I work on a couple, mainly redstone and construction projects here. I just found a village, lit it up, don't really have much going on. This was like my first test of a command block. I think I made this in I think I made this for 1.3. And this here is my old day-night sensor before these were made. And this here is just a T flip-flop. Anyway, this is supposed to be a things to come episode where I'm just talking about what I might be doing next on the Vanilla Gogurt server, because I have been a little bit stumped in that regard. So I think I'm finally going to start working on that mountain base. I think I might make it so that it's essentially a city in the sky that's anchored to the mountain, basically. And if it's in the sky, there better be a good way to get up to it. So it's my test track for getting up to high places. Come on, minecart. Wait. I can't place this anywhere. Is there something wrong? Well, that was weird. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, I want to make a mostly hollow giant column. Not sure if it's going to be out of the actual quartz column blocks, but just one support that I can just use as a way to get up to the island. I want it to be hollow because I want to fit the wiring in here, and I also want there to be some sort of chute to deliver carts or maybe even players back down to the surface when they want to leave the island. Also, I want it to be powered by a single point, so I can switch the whole deal on and off for reasons that I'm going to keep secret for now. So I don't just want to give each section over here its own torch, which would make it a whole lot easier to power this thing. But I figured out how to keep 4 free blocks while still having a probably repeatable ascending redstone pattern. And it's completely covered, so you won't see any of it unless you're actually inside. Now, as for more cart stuff, since that's what I'm kind of focusing on right now, I'm trying to make stations. Of course, I already made some on the server, but I specifically want the ability to drop the cart out of the station when I'm done. So if the station were placed directly on top of one of these pillars, the cart could fall through the center hole. So it's a one-way trip down, so I don't have to use a single line 2 ways. So I figure that there's more than one way to do this, but I wanted to see if I can take a cart that after it stops at the station, when you walk away from it, the cart falls. I could just have it send the cart off and branch it into some sort of pit, but I don't know. Since pistons can push rails now, I'm not sure if they always have been able to, but they can now. I wanted to use that to my advantage. So this here, it's connected to a repeater setup that'll allow it to, how do I word this? It makes it so that this track will only be over here when the block is over here. Like, when I turn this off, the track retracts first, and then the block retracts. When I turn it on, the block goes first, and then the track comes onto it. That's all just done with 3 repeaters. Now notice that there was lava in here. I just wanted to see if I could make a viable mob roaster with it, basically. The first mob roaster I made, it's just, it's tripwire powered with fire. And then just today I decided to actually put hoppers down here so that I can actually retrieve what the mobs drop. I just have cows for now. It's a bit slow, but we get the goods. It's pretty simple. Tripwire first triggers the dispenser, and then after a repeater delay, pulls back the netherrack, and then the burning mob falls into the killing chamber, where it just dies, and its stuff gets picked up. This is unrelated stuff, messing with lights. I'll get to you later. But if I put a cart here, and a cow here, put the cow in the cart, move it on over here. Just make sure. Okay, good. Okay, I could just drop it now, because it will drop. It's not perfect. Oh, crap. Let me power it from down here so we can actually see a different demonstration. That here. Put that here. Move this into place. Come on. That it? Good. Okay. Cut it. Cow falls. If I didn't have the track there, it would actually die as soon as it hit the ground. But I needed a way so that it actually won't move the cart away until the drops have been collected. So if I want to make this into a viable mob killing chamber that does not move the mob until stuff happens, this is what I've come up with. It uses 3 hoppers. The chest is just for item collection here. Gah, keyboard. Basically, this one is designed to, when the hopper actually gets a drop in it, it'll first send the cart away, and then this system down here is just, I don't know how consistent hoppers are. I remember Etho's been having some trouble with them before, so I don't want anything to leave this hopper until after it's been counted. So the cart will always be moved away when it drops things. So this hopper in the middle is powered by default. Now I think I have this set up wrong. This would need to be pointing to one of the cobble blocks so it doesn't automatically transmit its stuff. I can fix that later, but I want to show you just the concept because it works anyway. It dropped something into there, and that powered the repeater with the comparator, and it sent the cart off and allowed this to pick it up, and there's the raw beef. Of course, I would attach it to one of these systems because if the cow burns to death, it gives you cooked beef. Which is nice since I don't have to go through the cooking process and waste my coal. I can just have a lava source block do all the work. Now let me just fix that. Hopper. Yeah, sure. I'll just start... No, I want to start the cow. Ugh. This thing doesn't like breaking carts. Okay, start the cow off in here, and the cart off going towards it. Get you into place. There. Make sure I didn't break anything. Kill you. Cart leaves. Awesome. Probably gonna have some kind of guard here to make sure that none of the drops spill over. And I should probably have a secondary backup timer sort of deal that will automatically dispense the cart if nothing dropped. Now, I don't know if cows will always drop something, but I suspect that there is a no drop case, and we don't want to make sure that we don't want to have the cart leave or not leave in that case. I mean, I could just put the timer on by default because all the cows would probably die in the same amount of time if they were exposed to lava for the same duration. Now this is a kind of fancy track design I've come up with. Just a kind of a hopefully good looking sky rail, completely mob proof, well lit, 2 lines, so carts going this way and carts going this way simultaneously if necessary. This may be appearing in a video soon. I don't know if I'll ever put it in a survival world because it took a lot of flying to make. But it's materially viable since all it would take is stone and sand and a little bit of redstone stuff. And of course the iron for the tracks and the gravel for the ground, but it doesn't take any super precious materials. So yeah, if anyone has any different suggestions for how I want to lay out the base instead of like a sky city supported by the mountain, let me know, because I know I said I originally wanted it to be like hidden into the mountain, but I have different plans for a hidden base, and it'll be very hidden. Well hidden. Possibly. And yeah, this was just me testing the upside down half slab redstone ascension technique. Worked well for me in this case. And oh, I don't think I explained this part yet. This was just older test versions of the cart extender. Turns out if I extend both the pistons at the same time, I can't just bring the track and the block along. Regrettably. Although I haven't tried, this could only work as a one-time solution, but I don't think I've ever tried testing for the block here. Like, it would move this along, but yeah, no, that didn't work. I also found out, and I didn't know this before, that if you put a dispenser up here, it will dispense the cart just fine. Not down here or over here. It wouldn't work there. And it doesn't work down here. Oh, I just powered it. Whoops. But yeah, good to know if I need to make it low clearance station with stuff that doesn't interfere with its powering. It wouldn't work in any of my stations on Vanilla Gogurt because hoppers can't transport stuff up. It's kind of funny how the transport mechanics for stuff in Minecraft go. Like redstone, it's easy to make it go up with stuff like this and with torch towers, but it's harder to make signals go down. with hoppers, stuff can go down, but you can't really make it go up unless you use something like droppers. And yeah, I think this is all I have to show right now. I haven't done too much on Vanilla Gogurt lately, but I am planning to release a surprise in the near future with some friends. And I can hopefully get back to working on stuff like the base. Alright, until then, I'll see y'all later.